As Netflix released its new survivor game Outlast, it's time to reveal how much the show's winner would earn after surviving the elements. All the players had to do was build their own shelter, find their own food source, and not die from the cold nights or possible bear attacks. While these conditions would be unfathomable for many players, some found it was easy to adjust to. The premise of Outlast was to have 16 players dropped into the wilderness of Alaska, with only the clothes on their backs and a few supplies. The goal was for the players to outstay one another, with there being almost no rules. However, the one exception to win was having to be part of a team. Between the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta teams, there were plenty of personalities to deal with. While most played an honorable game, Team Alpha decided to play dirty by stealing competitors' supplies like their sleeping bags. The game eventually turned into a real-life version of the Hunger Games, with everyone out for themselves. What was the Outlast winner's prize? On Outlast, there was no set amount of time a player would have to be out in the wilderness to win. With no rules and no end date, the game could endure as long as the most stubborn competitor. Each of the 16 players hoped to win their share of a $1 million pot. The cut would be decided depending on the amount of team members. In the end, Team Charlie, consisting of Seth Luker, Paul Preece, and Nick Radner, emerged as the victorious team. Each player walked away with $333,333. The dark side of winning money on Outlast: multiple contestants spread out over the 4 teams could have won the cash prize. However, once the game started, people's true personalities began to shine. Team Alpha, consisting of Justin Court, Jill Ashok, and Amber Asay, concocted a devious plan to attack Team Delta. The 3 players decided they would steal their Outlast competitors' sleeping bags and bully other players out of the game. While all 3 noted that the money would be helpful to their lifestyles, not one came across as genuine, as they were eventually dubbed as evil by the other contestants. Team Charlie, for the most part, played a clean game during their time on Outlast. While they wouldn't take in Javier Colon at the end, the rest of the game was played to high standards. Nick noted that with his winnings, he would be paying back his sister, who funded his trip to Alaska in the first place. As a proud father, Paul kept telling the camera he wanted to buy his daughter a house. Whether Team Charlie followed through with their wishes is unknown, but all 3 winners sure would have a pretty penny to spend.
나